So guys, Nigerians are protesting against the bad government and insecurity in Nigeria. And guess what? Our senators are protesting in the Senate against Akpabio. Here it says that Tinubu must call the military to account for all the money. It's high time they tell us where all the resources this house has budgeted for them. Senator Sani Musa. Also, this from Senator Oshomole. He said that you have failed. Adam Oshomole scolds Akpabio over insecurity and snub for military. You are going to watch this video because tell me why these governments are not making any comment on the level of insecurity happening in Nigeria. No single comment. People are protesting. Even the worst part is that the first lady was busy sharing cars amidst the insecurity and the protests happening in Nigeria as of today. None of them have made a comment. Even the shameful part is that people are protesting. Our government were busy flying helicopter, flying jets that was carrying Tinubu's campaign banner and Nigerian flag. People were protesting. Our government could not even attend to their needs. What they did was that they were flying an helicopter that was displaying Nigerian flag and Tinubu's campaign flag. This is a proof that they don't care about what's happening in Nigeria. This is a proof that they don't care about the hardship, the insecurity people are passing through. Because if they have conscience, they will not be flying flag when people are protesting, flying Tinubu's campaign when people are protesting. This should show that Nigerians, our government don't care about us. That means we only have ourselves to deal with. Then here say that we have armored tanks in this country. When we want to protest, you bring out armored tanks, but you don't take those same armored tanks to fight the bandits terrorizing our communities. A protester confronted police officers during a demonstration, questioning the deployment of security resources and expressing frustration over the country's security challenges. The remark drew reactions from fellow protesters as the protest continued. The government can bring out armored cars that are very good to use to fight terrorists, but the government are not using it. They are only using it when we want to protest. They will bring out armored cars, throw tear gas. Why can't they do that with the terrorists? Is it that our government are complicit of this insecurity happening in Nigeria? Because this is not making sense. That is only when we want to protest. Our government can bring out armored car, they can throw tear gas, they can bring out their shield, and they will fight protesters, but they cannot use it to fight this high level of insecurity. They can't fight these bandits in the bush. This is very shameful and disgraceful because armored cars are everywhere once we want to protest. Take a look at what happened in Escalating protest. Armored car was everywhere. So why can't they use the armored car, go to the bush, and bring back our children that was kidnapped by these terrorists that are demanding for ransom from the government? You're going to watch the videos because people are angry. Here I say that Tinubu, now water will carry you away. We can't walk or eat as we want. What is going on? Angry Nigerians. Like I said, everybody is protesting every day. And if the government don't do anything, it might result to something that might be worse than it is right now. Rufai said that APC government hates social media because it exposes their atrocities from forgery to electoral fraud and other governance failures. Rufai was saying which is the truth, because that's only when the INEC was even able to come out to even admit that their personnel leaked that database was because people were online bashing him, calling him out. If not, they will not do anything. But because the way of people are calling them out, INEC chairman came out and addressed the issue that it was true that their personnel exposed that data. Somebody's personal data was exposed by a personnel in INEC. This to tell that might be bigger issue in Nigeria ahead of next election. Let's come down to insecurity. Foreign terrorists seen moving and exporting mined minerals out of the country through a Turkish aircraft. You still ask how they get the arms. They were seen removing and exporting mined minerals out of the country from a Turkish aircraft. This is where these people are being funded from. You can see it yourself. Then someone said that my friend was kidnapped. Okay, my friend was just kidnapped in Ore. We were told the kidnappers were wearing police uniforms. President Tinubu, you have failed us. We don't want you. We will not take back. We will take back our country. 2027. They were seen putting on police uniform, police army uniform. This is what these people now wear. They now wear camouflage of the army and police, and we all know that if a normal citizen wears this camouflage, they will deal with that person. But bandits are putting it on now. Say, we don't even know if those on the road now are bandits or police or army. We cannot even differentiate them anymore because they all wear the same uniform now. They all wear the same uniform now. Lastly, before I show you guys the videos, this is so shameful that under INEC, people cannot even see the data after the installation. Here it says that INEC under fire again as Nigerians raise alarm over missing data from voters register after unexplained portal shutdown. What is going on? And this is a video where the first lady was seen distributing luxury cars to APC women leaders ahead of President Tinubu's upcoming re-election to advance his renewed hope agenda. This is happening while all Nigerians are protesting against kidnapping and insecurity in the country. Just watch this video. Like I said, Nigeria, every day by day, we keep on hearing only bad news. And I love the fact that people are not coming out to protest. I think that is just a start. Because if the government does not do anything, or the INEC plans to do something, because I heard that election was shifted from February to I think January 16, but I'm not really sure about that information. But this is what they are planning. They are planning everything possible for Tinubu to remain in office in the next election. But I love how people are going now. If INEC should rig next election, it might result to revolution, which is the only thing that I know that Nigerians are ready to do now, because they've protested over and over and nothing being done. Even when they're protesting, our government was even flying Tinubu's campaign on the air. That's to show that you can't do anything. That's the proof that you can't do anything. Just watch that video to have for you. Can never get your views in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe and add your views. Please subscribe to my channel and help me grow. I'll still get in my next video.
It is high time now that Mr. President, in his wisdom, called the service chiefs to account for the resources that this National Assembly have been budgeting for. Because if this is not done, the issue of overcoming this issue of security is going to be a child's play. Today, go and check the economy. Go and check how the economy plays. Today, if you look at the indices that even give the growth to our GDP and areas where these expenditures are going, you will see that real estate is playing a role in this country. Who are the owners of these real estates? How does the resources come? We are here in National Assembly every day saying we want to appeal to Mr. President to look at domestic debts. I think there is that responsibility upon us as legislators to do our oversight without fear or favor. We need to do it. We have been allocating resources. At a time, 3 of our budgets, defense was carrying the highest. And yet, every day, it is either we don't have the arms, or the money is not there to pay allowances for our servicemen. Where is the money going to? Not until we do this scrutiny, we will not be able to get it right. Because security go hand in hand with also the expenditure.
This Senate, under your leadership, we pass a resolution that the military high command should disclose the name of that officer, the action that has been taken against him, to satisfy us that that action was not willful, or that people who are entrusted to protect us, that some of them have not become part of our problem. Mr. President, I have always tried to be present in every day that this thing is sit. As I speak, I am not aware that we have gotten a response to that simple inquiry. If the armed forces is not accountable, if we do not carry out due audit and oversight on resources that we have all been blackmailed to appropriate to protect Nigeria, and we come here lamenting that the things is now taking over the country, I think we need to do more than that. Much. I join in, I associate myself with all the comments that have been made, and there can be no question that it is very troubling, whether for children, for adults, for men, for women, to wake up or even on their bed to be abducted and taken to all sorts of places. They go through dehumanization, they end up paying ransom, And even at that, some end up being wasted. I am not sure, having listened this morning, with profound respect to all my distinguished colleagues who have spoken, I didn't hear anything new. We have competed for change of words to condemn, to denounce, to lament, to regret, to worry aloud about all of these things. And on each occasion, there are consequential prayers that this Senate has had to make. What I want to say this afternoon with profound respect is that it doesn't appear to me that we have carried out audit. By this I mean to refer to each of those resolutions that we have passed in the past, to ask ourselves, as a consequence, what specific actions has been taken based on those resolutions? If past resolutions did not change anything, why should we believe that today's own will be different? And if today's own will not be different, why should we waste our precious time on it? I want to draw your attention, Mr. President, to one particular one, because everybody in Nigeria must be accountable, whether you are under arms or you are armless. We all admitted we were shocked about war kidnapping that took place in Kebbi. And it was reported, and the governor of Kebbi State cried aloud that military personnel that were in that particular school were ordered to be withdrawn. And about 40 minutes later, the kidnappers came and cut away about 200, I can't remember exactly the number of children. This Senate, under your leadership, we passed a resolution that the military high command should disclose the name of that officer, the action that had been taken against him, to satisfy us that that action was not willful, or that people who are entrusted to protect us, that some of them have not become part of our problem. Mr. President, I have always tried to be present in every day that this Senate sits. As I speak, I am not aware that we have gotten a response to that simple inquiry. If the armed forces is not accountable, if we do not carry out due audit and oversight on resources that we have all been blackmailed to appropriate to protect Nigeria, and we come here lamenting that the things is now taking over the country, I think we need to do more than that.
2027 now war. 2027 now war. You see all these protests they see online, all this, that one will be protest. That one are matching that they do. You see 2027 now war. War or nothing. It's not protest. It's war. Tinubu, you have failed us. Just your best option is to quit. Is to resign and quit. Because you see 2027, this protest, use Nepal as reference. You see how they take over their country. Tinubu, if you cannot give us our country back, we will take it by force. We will take it by force. If you are seeing this video, just click the share button. Click the share button, repost. Just repost it. I will be at the war front. I'll be at the war front because don't protest again at war. I'll be at the war front. And I know as they see this video, now to come arrest me, because they're hungry. But we are not free go catch bandits waiting for bush. We are not free catch bandits when they kidnap me. I up and down. This one don't touch me. This one don't touch me because they don't kidnap my brother. They don't kidnap who I take as brother, my friend. My friend there inside bush. They kidnap him for Ore. As they come back from Lagos, they kidnap him. Till now, that boy is still there. What will be the fate of Mama? What will be the fate of Mama? What will be the fate? Thank God. Oh God. Guy, Kennedy one name. But I know that you will come out stronger. You will come out stronger. Nothing will do you brotherly. Nothing will do you. Tinubu have failed us. 2027. 2027. 2027 is not all about protest. It's all about war and taking back our country. It's all about war and taking back our country. I see they talk for other people. I see they talk for other people. They don't kidnap my friend. They don't kidnap my friend for I tell this guy, bro, use flight, come back. They tell me say it costs, fuel cost, this one. Now my brother, since 3 days now, they still there road. They still there road. Information reaching us now from the mama. Oh God, what did you do, mama? From the mama, they say that they bring money. Even police, I don't know, allegedly. Even police, they are also the bandits because according to the story, those people are on police uniform. They take them inside the bush. From there, they carry them, go. What did that happen? They don't kidnap my guy for Now the mama place side, and I just go now, they come back. Can they do one them? And I know as you see this video now, to come arrest me when the want. Tinubu, you have failed us. 2027 now war. You see, 2027 now war, no be protest. You see how Nepal take over their country. We will take over our country by fire, by force. Tinubu, we don't want you again. We don't want you. It have touched me. I'm advocating for people. I don't say it will reach my friend Tom. Next time na me. I don't say next time na me. I don't say Kennedy, wherever you go, you go come out stronger. You go come out stronger. We go run now. You see that phones, we go run and we go come out stronger. Because everybody from Nigeria na kidnapping that into. Who is supplying those bandits military clothes? Who they supply them clothes? Who they supply them rifle? Who they supply them bullets? In Nigeria, we have air base, air force, we have navy, we have armies, but you cannot locate where bandit is. Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? You see APC supporters, just avoid me. Avoid me.
Àwọn ọmọ wa wà nínú igbó, ẹ̀yin wà nínú èsì máa gbọ́nà ọmọ yín lára ni. Àwọn ọmọ yóò ní jẹ ẹ̀kọ́ tó máa yọ wọn, ẹ máa mọ̀ níra ni, ẹ ní lálàáfíà.
The hunger is too much. The insecurity is too much. Tinubu, everybody come outside. I woke up every day to remind Nigerians, we need electoral reform. Let me remove this string gum. Oh yeah, go and get your PVC 2027. That great day is, I tried so hard. But for some weird reasons, some persons thought, oh, she's too loud. Why is she even shouting? Why is she cursing? I beg, now let you affect. When I see the videos and the pictures and the postings these days, I be like, what happens then? You know the bad thing where they kill Nigerians until you reach their doorstep. They're not talk puts. I know this is not the video you are expecting right now, but I need to free my mind. I don't feel the whole grudge for Chris. I need to, so that I can, because these days to make video, I'm tired. Literally, like I'm just like, but it's good though. It's good that a lot of persons have come to a realization. I'm happy, but be aware that some people now, we're not there near Lagos, we never reach their doorstep. No talk. No, just wait. Once you reach their region now, you will see their videos. Yes, it's a bad thing. When you show so much passion, they say you have been paid. You'll be wondering, like, can you not see this danger? Until it reaches their doorsteps. We didn't need to let it get to this point. We had many opportunities to chase Tinubu out. But every time we were outside, somebody was inside laughing. I'm happy that Nigerians are waking up. Everybody is holding Tinubu by broadcast. I'm so excited. Please, let's keep the fire burning. As we are protesting, let's try and get our PVC. You dey see what the Yenka do? You dey see what the ANED do? Getting PVC is not a guarantee to win election, no. Oh my God, I think I should start a series on that. If you think that Tinubu will give you this election on papers or on platter, you are high on something cheap. But we are just getting the PVC. Make them not say you when they shot. Say if you get PVC, it could be say you don't get. We are just getting it for say we all amo and we vote and I go make us say you no counter. I'm not inciting. I'm just here to say, I told you all. But I'm happy you all have come to the realization of all I've been. You know, so I don't come say, when I go meet me for this junction. All I've been saying since when I don't realize I'm now. Saying I fight. I go to save Nigeria.
But if you have the interest of your country at heart, I encourage you to watch this video to the very end.
Tinubu, it's still ringing in my ear. In the name of Allah, Hajia, in the name of Allah, accept this appointment. I said, sir, I will not accept the appointment until you tell me what you have for us up north. He invited me to London. I went to London. I sat with him for 2 hours. Most of the time he was sleeping. I asked him what he had for us up north because we have extremely serious security problems. He told me that he didn't have anything. I said, sir, you mean that you want to be president and you don't even have a blueprint? He said he doesn't have a blueprint. He doesn't have a blueprint according to him because if I have a blueprint, I'm quoting him now, then I might be killed and because I'll be stepping on too many toes. I said, sir, in that position that you are looking for, you don't think of death. You don't think of assassination. Anyway, that is gone. But I've been vindicated yesterday. Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget, Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance. In connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara. But aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted. And these are people that one has been severally accused of harboring terrorists, even recently. And why? Let us ask, why should Shettima be visiting, along with his governor, be visiting and making a solidarity with a police officer that was being tried for drug trafficking? Why? So you begin to put these things together and you begin to understand why Nigerians must retrieve their country. We can't allow this thing to happen.
The woman speaking is Najahatu Muhammad. Najahatu Muhammad is one of the first female political activists from the north. Najahatu Muhammad is a former NANS comrade. Najahatu Muhammad is a member of the APC. She was in their presidential campaign council. Najahatu Muhammad is not a small fry in the Nigerian political firmament. Two things I want us to learn here. Number one, your president has no plan for you. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no plan for you. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no plan for me. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no plan for your children, for my children, for our children, for the children of the society. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no plan to fix security. Security has now moved from the northeast into the northwest to the north central. It is now in the southwest and parts of the south-south. In fact, we have another dimension of it in the southeast. our highways are infested with criminals and bandits. The president has no plan. This is according to someone who met the president and asked him, what is your plan? The man has no plan. Number two, there are two laws in Nigeria. A law for political leaders in the north and a law for political leaders in the south. But they meet in one place. How can it be that in a country where we are taking oil to feed the nation, oil is being taken from the Niger Delta, exported, and the income is used to take care of everybody? There are governors, according to this woman, who are mining in their states, taking the money, fostering insecurity, without contributing that money to the national purse. I have always insisted that the wealth of Nigeria is not in the south, it is in the north. In the north, we find oil. In the north, you will find gold. In the north, you will find diamond. In the north, you will find precious metal. In the north, you will find rocks. In the north, you will find everything. In the north, you will find agriculture. But for some incredible reasons, some leaders have decided to make it a hotbed of terrorism, a hotbed of insecurity, a hotbed of banditry, so that the value the north is supposed to bring to the table cannot come. We will stop it. That is why I support the OK ticket. Mr. Peter Obi has said the treasures of this country are in the north, and he's going to unleash that treasure by, first of all, fixing the security and fixing the economic problems in that part of the country, so that that part of the country can contribute to the general well-being of the country. It is in the interest of the generality of the north that we have a peaceful north that brings prosperity to the common man in the streets. We cannot have a region in the country where we have the highest number of out-of-school children in anywhere in Africa, and in fact in the world. No single region has that number of out-of-school children like we have in northern Nigeria. No single, even in Ukraine where they are fighting, they don't suffer the kind of insecurity that is being suffered in places like Zamfara, Katsina, even Kaduna. So we have to fix that. And like you have clearly heard from this woman, who is an activist, who is a political activist, who is a comrade, who is a politician, who was even married to a political advisor to former Kano State Governor Abubakar Rimi. This man who is occupying office and asking for second term has no plan. So Nigerians, your destiny is in your hand. Let us work together. North and South, we must come together. Because if the money they are taking from all of those exploration in the North is used for the common man in the North, we will not have the kind of situation we have today, where bandits and terrorists have a pool, an endless pool, where they recruit from for their nefarious activities. So please, 2027 presents us another unique opportunity. Let us all get ready and save our country. Like she said in her closing remark, let us retrieve our country from the political bandits in Aso Rock, from the political bandits in all the 36 state houses of assembly and 36 state government houses. Once we successfully retrieve our country from those people, the security bandits will naturally die natural death. If there's prosperity for all, you will not have this kind of banditry you are having. But if you have the highest number of poor people in the world inside one country, people must be willing, there will be people who are willing to carry guns and cause problem. You can say no concern you, but they are already in Oyo. A teacher has lost his life. Students are still with them as we speak. And the country is able to do nothing. Please, take next year's election personally. Go and get your PVC. Thank you for your attention to this matter.